Hey, peace and love, everybody. Kachi Ra. And love, light, and positiveness to everybody. Today, a short video. I say that all the time. Short video, then it'll be like 30 or 45 minutes long. But nah, this one is really going to be short. I was just wanted to talk about the first principle of the Hermetica. There's 7 principles. And of course, 7 is a very lucky number. It's one of my numbers. And 7 means the spiritual. It's the spiritual path. Lucky 7. You see that a lot. Gambling, people say, hey, you hit that number 7. Get that lucky 7. 7 is what would be the 7th day. You know, the day, the combination of spiritual matters, because your body and the spirit and the body must reconnect. So you work 6 days to rest on the 7th, which is for you to connect back to your spiritual self, which is what that is. Number 7, 7 days a week. There's 7 in, let me see, what else is 7's in? 7. Oh man, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I know there's more stuff to 7. Oh, by the way, if you spell Sabbath, that's 7 letters. You can, G-E-S-U, yeah, 7. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I know there's something else in 7, because I wrote about this before on my page already, about 7. There's a lot of stuff you can break down with 7. I pretty much is going to write a description down above this video explaining different other 7s. So it's all good. So this is the Kyballion. There's 7 principles. I'll be going over the first one, which is mentalism, which is your mind, which is the all is mind, the universe is mental. So this is talking about the oneness, the 0 and 1s, 1 and 0. Just like the Matrix, everything is the all. Is the 0 is representation of the whole womb, the universe, the oneness, the emptiness, the vast collection, because it's infinity. It's a circle. It's enclosed. When you draw a sigil or whatever, or when you're drawing something inside of a circle, you're capturing that energy. So the 0 is representation of that womb, or that, or the energetic body. And then the 1 is what you will get from the womb. So from the darkness came light, which will be that oneness, that you. And that goes into a lot when you talk about mentalism. What is in your mind, and what comes out of your mind is your creations, which is your children. Your thought forms is your children, basically. So in this book, it says that all is mind. It explains that the all, which is substantial reality underlying all the outward manifestation and appearances, which we know under the terms of material universe, the phenomena of life, matter, energy, and in short, all that is apparent to our material senses. So, turn this, put this incense out. This incense, I don't know. I got a little incense burning. A little bit strong for today. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got like big ones and skinny ones. Big ones just kind of came in different sizes. That one's a little bit strong. Some of those are just perfect. And sometimes when I burn most of them, they're a little bit stronger than others. And I'm right next to it. So a little bit strong. So you got life, matter, and energy. You can say that's the 3. The number 3. Like I said, everything comes in threes that is good. So when you look at life, matter, and energy, that is the all, the mental, which is still the oneness, because everything comes from the one, the delight, the mind. And then everything goes back to the zero. So you can, the binary numbers basically. So, but life, matter, and energy, these are the unknowable and undefinable. The unknowable and undefinable. So when I be hearing people argue about the name of God, or a lot of our Hebrew brothers and sisters, or people just in the nation of Islam and all that stuff, arguing over the name, you know, you're talking about the unknowable and undefinable. You're really trying to put a name or staple down on the stuff that you want to claim, But a name is a name in the human aspect mind. In the human mind, we like to call things by name, so we can put some sort of, so we can have some type of relationship with this, or a deeper connection, because we love to name things. Just like Adam was naming all the animals, man love to name stuff so they can have a claim to it. But you really can't claim something that is unnatural, undefinable, beyond the human mind. I know we're not really human, but we are in these bodies that we created, which is human. But some are actually human, but that's a different story. But you who are not human, who are just in a human suit, knows that this is beyond the comprehension of what a human can describe, because we are bounded to a level of humanity. So, but until we come out of these bodies, then we can get back into our all-knowing self. But until then, but yet, once again, the principle of mentalism is saying that, we are all universal, infinite living beings. The true solar beings. We are all infinite because we all are one consciousness. We all comes from this one source. And that one source spreaded many sources, many thought forms. Basically, this is how you can try to think of this is how you can try to describe the beginning of the beginnings. But really, that's so far beyond anything. We're trying to figure out the beginnings of the beginnings, but we still trying to figure out right now. So, take one thing at a time. But it can also explain that all phenomenal world or universe is simply a mental creation of the all. So like I said, when you think, you create. But like I said, we are infinitely creating constantly in our mind, even when you are not aware of it. So it's all mental. Everything is mental. And that's the number one. And it's funny that they put the first principle, because number one is you. Number one is you. Number one is what you put in your head. That's why it's so important to teach your children. Not allow the government to teach them, because they put all that stuff in their mind, and but you have to be aware also as the parent. You have to be aware. We have to be awoke to. I use the word awoke lightly, because people always say they're woke, but yet they're out there screaming on the streets, telling people not to wear that dress. Put on this head wrap. Put this head wrap on, sister, so you can be saved. Like, what? a head dressing supposed to make you holier than everyone else, or it's supposed to save you? Oh, hey brother, put these fringes on. You're not wearing your fringes, Mark, or Akachi. I'm like, well, don't need no fringes. It's, it's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. You telling me putting something on my clothes is going to keep you safe. That's just kind of like telling someone who follow a shun, who's initiated in a shun. Oh, Mar. Oh, sorry, I use my real name. Oh, Akachi. Oh, you got to. Shun wants you to rub some oil on the statue, and he got to there's a lot of people that does all this stuff, and like, you're an initiate, so you have to keep all these spirits, and you got to do all this stuff, because you put that in your mind mentally. But when you come as a equal or better, you don't have to do all that. You initiate stuff. Nah. So, but it's all what you put in your mind. Because once you put stuff in your mind, then, like I said, it takes effects. And then you get the 1 into the 3, to the 6, to the 9, all those numbers. But basically, from the 0 came the 1. Then from the 1 came the 3, which is the the Trinity, which is your mind, body, soul, or the mother, father, children, the mental, your subconscious, your conscious, the light. Because whatever comes from the dark is brought up here to the light, and then you bring it forth so you can see. So, you can put a lot of things with 3. But at first, before it gets to 3, there's a 1. You, the mental, whatever you put out. So, let's see. So, he who grasps the truth of the mental nature of the omniverse, I said this on my page already, is well advanced on the path to mastery. Because you understand, whatever you put in is brought out. So, with the master key in his possession, the students may unlock the many doors of the mental and physical temple of knowledge and enter the same freely and intelligently. The master key is you can say that's your pineal gland if you want to, your pituitary gland and pineal gland. And there's like the Ark of the Covenant that you have there, and you can unlock the secrets of it. If you successfully acknowledge what you put in your mind and what you get out, you can unlock the secrets of your mind. If you focus on it, you just have to focus on what you put in your mind. That's all. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the first principle. So I'm gonna make another video. The second principle is the principle of correspondence. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. I'm not sure if I have enough room on my camera, so if it shuts off, I just make a part 2. So this says, as above, so below, as below, so above, correspondence. So this is basically saying and the grasping of this principle gives one the means of solving many a dark paradox and hidden secret of nature. There are planes, spiritual planes, heavenly planes, dimensions. There are dimensions beyond our knowing. But when we apply the principle of correspondence to them, we are able to understand much that would otherwise be unknowable to us. The principle is of the universal application and manifestation on the various planes of the material, mental, and spiritual universe. It is a universal law. All right, so what we do down here affects up there. What done up there affects down here. It's a balance of energy, transferable energy. So that's why the spiritual work you do down here, you'll see that in your life appear in your manifestations that appear around you. Your home, your kids, your vacations or whatever. You get random people come to you and do things. Different stories I hear people say all the time. What you put out, you get back. Basically, one of the universal laws. The number 6 principle is the principle of cause and effect. So, but universal law is something different. There's like, I've seen like 12 or 24 different universal laws, but basically what you put out, you get back, up above and so below. So the ancient Hermeticists considered this principle as one of the most important mental instruments by which man was able to pry aside the obstacles which hid from view of the unknown. It's even tore aside the veil of Isis to the extent that a glimpse of the face of the goddess might be caught, just as a knowledge of the principle of geometry. Just like the knowledge of the principle of geometry. Geometry enables man to measure distance, suns, and their movements, while seated in his observatory. Hold on, I'll get this right. While seated in his observatory, I don't know, I can't speak. While seated in his observatory, so a knowledge of principle of correspondence enables man to reason intelligently from the known to the unknown. Studying the monad, he understands the archangels. So, and the archangels are nothing but the higher spirits. You can understand, or the planets. Archangels are associated to planets as well. And you know how people say in Enoch, he said the planets are mediators, and mediators are those that are in between the spiritual and physical world. So you know how people say Jupiter, and then it's retrograde with Pluto, and so happens, and these are spiritual things, mediums and stuff. And yep, so. But, like I said, what goes above us happens down below. So that's how those things occur. Like, you know how the moon goes through its phases, and that can affect many people down here. And what people do down here, the offerings and stuff they offer down here goes above, and then that affects down here, and so on. So it's correspondence. What goes up comes down, what goes down comes up, that type of thing. So those are the 2 so far of the Hermetic Principles in here, and I will go over the others a little bit later. All right, so the next 2 will be vibration and polarity. So, all right, so that was it. I just want to make a little video for my YouTube page. So, peace and love, everybody. Kachi Ra. Be sure to check me out on Facebook also, Kachi Ra. And if you are looking at this from Facebook, make sure you add me at my YouTube page. All right. So thank you for watching. Peace and love, everybody. Later.